Hello, welcome to Excel tables. One of the best ways to keep data in good format is to convert it to a table in order to make it more flexible and dynamically grow over the period of time. Excel tables are not just extremely powerful. To deal with large data considered very difficult to understand, but effectively simplify how to handle data set and maximize accuracy. All analytical tools required to make sense out of any form of data can only work perfectly if data are put in tabular form. The raw data we intend to format as table in Excel must satisfy the following. For instance, take a look at this data set. Take a look at this data set. So what I'm trying to do here is I want to convert this to Excel table to make our work much more easier. But there's some rules that I have to obey in order to get that work easily done. One is to maintain same data type in a column. For instance, this is date. So date must always be in this column. So you don't lump things up. Products, sales, units sold, and unit price. Then you are making sense. So that is that. Then never match cells before you convert to a table. So you remember how we match cells. You go to merge and center or something of that nature. So don't do that here because it affects what you are trying to achieve. And all heading must be filled. Here you can see every column heading must be filled. You have units to. So because if you don't have that, Excel automatically add a generic name, call it column 1 or 2 or so to replace that. So if your table has a column, or sorry, what am I saying? If your data set has a heading, so you must always put it here so that Excel will be able to recognize something. So in case you don't have it, assume a generic heading for your table, which is not really good when we are doing the further analysis. So above all, always ensure that each column has its heading. So never leave any column. Like I said, you must not leave it blank. I told you that. Never duplicate heading as well. So you have unit price, unit sold, so I repeat unit sold again. So it's give us formula conflict at the end of the day. So it doesn't really make our work much more easier, because remember what we are trying to do is how we can use Excel to solve a lot of problems, not how to help Excel. So table is one of the most powerful tools that you can think about, so it's really helpful to do a lot of things. So not to waste much time, how to curate that table is the next thing we want to do. So click any of these cell within the data cell. You can see you can click any of these to do that. Then go to insert menu. Then you can see table here. So another way you can do it is Control T on your keyboard. So click on table. So you can see what I was talking about. So my table has header. Yes, that's why I take this one. For instance, if I say no, so Excel will assume a generic heading for me. Let's take a look at that. So you can see column 1, column 2, column 3. This don't really make sense for me. Why doing further calculation? So let me undo that. So let me go back again, insert table. You can see, so my table has header. Wow, see how it's very, you can see now, very easy. So you see date, product. So Excel has already very intelligent to figure out that. So now, having done this, so the next thing I think we should take a look at here is very simple. Is to rename. That's the first thing. So this, let me call this transaction table. Transaction table. Those transactions. So you rename that. Sorry. So you rename that. So the next thing is to hover all these tile styles, so to pick whichever one you want. Here you can see. So so just pick whichever one you think is best good for you. So I think yeah. So now let's waste much time there. Let me go with this one. So I think you are getting the concept. So these are filter. You know what filter is all about. So you may not like to keep it there. Sometimes you just come on tick filter button, so it goes. So at the end of the day, some of the time, there are a lot of things we can do. We want to bind our row. You can see we've already binded it now. So maybe sometimes we want to find the total of each row. So instead of us using sum, it's very powerful. You can even not only sum, standard deviation, average, count, whatever. So it is very intelligent. So that's how to calculate the total row and all sort of things. So yeah. So if you want to convert back to data set and you want to remove table, just convert back to range, click on this. It takes you back to where you want to go back to the initial data set. So what are the benefits of table? Having mentioned this, for instance, so it allows to, for instance, you can see this it helps a lot, kind of, instead of dragging formula here and there down and kind of. So with Excel table you can easily do that. And one of the benefits of Excel is that, for instance, while here now you can see, take a look at this heading. So you know what freeze and paint stands for. So table has already incorporated that. So while scrolling, provided you select, you take note of this heading, we snap into the the column heading here. So you can see that's one benefit. You can see, so we keep seeing that this is date and also. Meanwhile, if we don't have that, you can see what we would have here. So we start, what is here is date. What for products kind of. So with this, it's start in. So that itself make it more easier. So and another thing again in table is that one table makes you can effectively handle automatic copying of formulas, even sometimes validation, number formatting, and every other thing. So it makes it, with a click, you get everything you want to do, even if you have thousands row, millions row. So that is only one thing about Excel. So what I'm really trying to say here is then, for instance, let me calculate here, and I say 22. Or amount sold rather. Okay, amount sold. One is you can see the table has helped us to copy the format here. So and the second thing again that we want to do here is that we want to see how it's copy formula first. Click any of the cell. Remember when we input formula in all the cell, for us to copy the formula down, you have to drag this. But with table you don't need that. All you just need to do, input the formula in any of the cell, click enter, done. Let's start it. This is equals to. And another thing again is that it promotes readable formulas. That's another thing. So for instance, what I'm trying to do is that the units to multiply by the unit price is what I will give us amount. So in order to do that, you put square bracket, you pick the units sold, you get me multiply by yes, unit price. As soon as you press enter, wow, sorry, that's a big excuse me. So we have to, yeah. Okay, currency. So that that is that. But better still, you can just use photo paint. So you can see, so it's very easy to do. That is another benefit of one. I told you it promotes readable formula. Two, it automatically copy formula down, even validation and all sorts of things. Three, it's copy format as well. So that is a good thing about table. So, and one thing again I want you to know is that, okay, let's take a look at this now. Okay, this particular, let me call solidity is equals to sum of whatever I have here. So go to 26. So, and having done with this, maybe I later come back again and I said, okay, since it continues, so let me put another thing here 9. You see, there's an error here, green, indicating draw your attention to something. What is he saying? Formula omitted, whatever of this. So one is this, update this formula into cell. So having done that, it updates. So for how long am I going to be doing that? So am I helping this here, or is there is helping me? So with table, there's no need for that. So all you just have to do is that, okay, let's go back. Let's just convert this to a table. So as long as remember, so kind of, as soon as with the 9 here, automatically change. So there's no point of any error. So those are benefits of table, and those are what table really do for us. So it's very good. There's a lot into table. So keep checking our blog. We'll keep updating you more and more about this. I hope you enjoy this. So you can check our blog www.85metrics.com for you, or our website as well, to see more details about all these and so many other things. Thank you for watching this video.